Now these are the basic rules of probability. First one is here, summation rule. So what does basically summation means? Basically summation
Add.
means adding. No. And first, that's why we were doing previously what? Mutually exclusive event. What? Mutually exclusive events. What were mutually exclusive events? I've given you notes regarding that. Everyone just take a look into your notes. What was mutually exclusive events? Occurrence of one exclude the occurrence of other.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Other,
sir.
yes, sir.
Okay, let's consider a box. Okay. You set a reason 1 and you have a reason 2. Now let's say a particle is moving randomly. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let's say a particle is moving randomly in all direction. At certain time, you want to find the probability of particle being in this. Suppose the particle ends up over here. Clear? That will exclude this event to happen. This is exclude this event to take place. Clear? So the occurrence of one event, as the particle is already entered here, so this event has already occurred. So it will exclude the happening of another event, that the particle to be end over here. Clear?
Yes, sir.
This kind of things are called mutually exclusive. Just like you're tossing a coin also. If you get a head, that will exclude the event of getting
Occurrence of
tail.
other event.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now I think it's clear, no? Mutually exclusive event.
Exclusive. Yes, sir.
So let's say now we have a what? Box. Clear? We have a box. Everyone can see this box. Let's make a proper box. You have a box.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You have a box and you have two. You consider certain volume over here. Clear? Which is given by delta V1 and delta V2. Delta V2. Now these two are two volumes. Okay. Clear? Now the total volume of this box is, let's say it's V. And we select two small non-overlapping boxes. Are they overlapping over here? I'm asking to everyone, is this overlapping over here?
Which, sir?
These two
Which,
boxes,
sir?
which two, A and B, are they overlapping?
Yes, sir.
This and this two volume, are they overlapping?
No,
Do you
sir.
know what does overlapping
No,
overlapping
no, sir.
means? They are not overlapping.
Not
No?
overlapping, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let's say at a certain instant, the presence of a particle in delta V1, let's say over here, rules out the possibility of particle being over here, which means these two are mutually exclusive. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now you have conducted how many number of trials? Let's say n number of trials. Clear? You have conducted n number of trials. Now you keep on doing an experiment. How many times the particle will end up over here, or and how many particles will end up over here? And you did how many number of trials for such event? N number. Is it clear
Number of
till here?
trials. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's say how many times the particle ended over here. Let's say it ended M1 times, and over here it ended M2 times. I think it's clear till here. Is it clear? So the
Yes, sir.
probability of
Yes.
particle being in V1 is given by basically what? M1 by N, which is a definition of frequency. Do you know? This is how
Yes,
it will
sir.
help. The definition of frequency will help us. Clear now? Because it has occurred M1 times and N is the total number of trials or the total number of events. Now, is it clear? So similarly for particle to end up in V2, it will be how much? M2 by N. I think this is clear.
Yes, sir.
Now let me ask you one question. So what is the probability of particle to be formed in at least one of the box in one of these two regions? Did anyone get my? I think everyone understood my question, no? Is my question clear? Sumiran?
Sir, can you repeat, sir? Once
So
more,
the
sir,
question
repeat.
is, what is the probability of particle being found in either one of the box?
Wall.
One.
No, sir.
Okay, then. Think about it. It's simple. How many times the particle has entered any of the box? Let's say. For delta V1, how many times?
Yes, sir.
How many times in delta V the particle was observed? M1 times.
Yes,
For
sir.
Yes, sir.
delta V2,
M1.
how many times?
M2
2
times.
So total number of times. What will be the total of this two? M1 plus M2.
M1 plus M2.
So this is the total in which either of the box it will be observed. Clear?
Yes, sir.
This is the. Is this point clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So either it can enter over here or either it will be over here. So the total number of favorable event is M1 plus M2. It is the frequency, total frequency. Clear? It can either enter
Yes,
here
sir.
or here. So basically the probability is again given by probability of being
M1 in
in
either
delta
boxes.
V1 or delta V2
Delta
is
V2
given by how much? M1
plus
plus
M2 plus
M2 divided
M2
by
by
N.
N.
Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Which we can write as what? Which we can write as what? M1 by
M1 by
N
N
plus
plus M by N.
M2 by N, which is basically what? Probability of getting particle
Probability of
in
frequency.
delta V1 plus probability of getting particle in delta V2.
Delta
Delta
V2.
V2.
So
Yes,
basically
sir.
understood.
Yes, sir.
So at least or either basically means what? This means either or at least basically means addition of probability. Do you know or? Basically or gate you have studied, and or not get.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Basically
Yes, sir. Yes,
or
sir.
what do you do? A plus B, no? Or means.
Yes, sir.
So similarly
Yes,
if
sir.
you get or, it's always plus. Clear?
Plus. Yes, sir. N means
And means
into, sir.
into R. Basically or means summation. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
think this must be clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we can generalize this. This is just for 2. Now if we have n number of such or a huge number of such boxes, okay? If we have, instead of V1, we have huge number of boxes which is sitting over here, okay? So probability of getting in either of one is, let's say, PA1, PA2, plus so on and so forth. Is it okay? Probability of
Yes.
ending up in one of the box.
Yes,
Let's say
sir.
this is for A, another one is for this one, is for this one, so on and so forth. Is it clear? So what you can write,
Yes, sir.
probability of particle to be in either one of this small boxes are P of A or P of A2 or P of A3
Three.
or so on and so forth is given by what? So basically the sum
Summation.
of P of A1 plus P of A2
Two.
plus so on and so forth. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Suppose, let's say, and let's say in A we observed N1 times, in A2 we observed N2 times, so on and so forth. So the total number of favorable event is, let's say either it will enter over here. Basically, it means N1 plus N2 plus
N2.
N3 number of frequency. This is total number of frequency is basically given by what? Summation of Ni. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Which is basically what? N.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do it in a slightly different manner. Let's say we ended up filling up this complete box. Clear? So the total probability should be what? If you sum over everything, summation of all the possible outcome will be how much? 1. No?
Yes, sir. Total possible. Yes, sir. Total
If we fill up
probability.
all the small boxes, no, and if we add all the probability, will we get 1? That is my question. Indira, should I repeat my question?
Yes, sir.
So my question is, the probability of particle ending in this different small boxes is P, A, B, C, D, A, P1, A1, A2, A3, A4, so on and so forth. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
if we completely fill these boxes with this small area, clear?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
what will be the total probability of particle ending up in either one of the small boxes is 1. Is it clear?
1.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Because you have filled all these boxes, so the particle must, because you have a particle over here, so at least the probability of finding that particle is 1, because the particle will be present inside the box. Clear?
Box. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So this is called what? This is called a normalization condition. Do you know?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is your normalization condition, which you do it in what? Quantum mechanics. Do you all remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Integration of, because this was your probability density, no? This was your normalizing condition in your quantum mechanics. Clear?
Yes,
So this
sir.
is called your
Yes, sir.
normalizing condition.
Condition.
Okay. Now let's say we have a use a rectangle. Let's say we have a square. Square or rectangle, what do you prefer?
Square. Sir.
Square, okay. Previously the line was okay, now what is problem with this? Just due to brush, just wait. Yeah, I think now it's fine, no? Now I think I'll be able to make proper diagram.
Yes, sir.
Now is it looking like a square?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect square.
Perfect square, okay, very good. Look, let's say, what will be the area of the square?
Side is 4
Let's
S.
say A, let's say the area of this square is A. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear? And we divide this into 4 sides of equal area. Exactly, we did it from the center. It's slightly off, but now how many
Yes, sir.
boxes do we have?
Exactly. 4 boxes.
Now we have identical 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 identical boxes. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
As the area of each box is equal. Is the area of each box is equal because we have equally divided.
Yes, sir. Since it from center, yes, sir.
So it will be how much each area will be. Let's consider it a by 4. It will be a by 4, a by 4, a by 4, a by 4. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Is this point clear or not?
Yes, sir.
A by 4.
I think each small boxes, the area of each small boxes will be what? A by 4. I think that is clear.
Sir.
So the probability of particle being found in at least one of the boxes given by what? Either here or either here or either here or either here. The probability of getting particle in a box of area A is how much? 1, isn't it?
1, sir.
Because it has to be present over here. The total probability should be 1 known. So the A will be given by what? So the probability of particle being in this box is how much? In box, probability of particle being in box 2 is how much?
2.
2. Probability will
No,
be
sir.
2.
No, sir.
How much it will be?
Sir. Yeah, 4.
Just think about this, okay? The probability of particle ending up in either one of the boxes same for everyone, isn't it? Because the area is same.
Yes, sir.
So the probability of particle appearing in box 2 will be how much? One by 4.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because how many sides are there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
4. And
So because
number of favorable event is 1.
all boxes
1.
are equal, sir.
Yeah, all the boxes are equal. So all the boxes will have a equal probability. So that's why we will have 1/4 probability in each box. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now similarly, if we extend this, okay, if we have how many n number of such small boxes, we have a huge box, and we mentally, okay, we mentally divide into huge number of such identical boxes, and the probability of particle being found in each of the boxes is same. Is this point clear? Let's say we are just
Yes, sir.
extending that square, okay. Let's say the area of that this small box is delta sigma. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Area of small is delta sigma. So the probability of particle being, so the probability that the molecule is in one of the parallelepiped is, in one of the square is, the probability of particle being in either one of the boxes, how much?
Boxes.
How much?
Delta lambda by n
Sigma. This is sigma.
sigma.
Delta
Yes, sir.
sigma by
Basically, in either one of them means you have to sum all of this, no?
Summation.
summation
Okay.
of delta.
Summation of probability of, let's say probability of particle ending over in one of the boxes, P by what? A.
P by 1. A.
P by A. Clear? And the total probability should be how much? 1. This is the normalizing condition. You all know.
1.
Because the particle has to be in this box, no? So the total probability will be 1. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Rich? Indira, is it clear? Yes,
Yes,
or no?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how many number of such identical boxes are there? There are n number of such identical
N
boxes.
number of boxes.
So the total summation will be n times PA,
Yes, sir. Is equals to yes, sir.
because we will have PA for each and every n number of such boxes. So if we add all the PAs, it will be n times PA. Is it clear? Indira,
Yes,
sir.
clear?
sir. Yes,
Okay, so the
sir.
probability of being particle being found in one box is 1 by n, just like we got previously. Just like in, if we have 4, we have how much? 1 by 4. No, probability of particle being found in any of one of the box was 1 by 4. Similarly, in any of one such is given by 1 by n. Now is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Prakash, can you hear me? Or do you have any
Yes,
problem?
sir.
Any doubt?
Sir,
Okay.
bal
Prakash, I cannot hear you properly. Can you type?
Sir, I was sitting
Okay.
in Sautarana, sir.
Okay.
So where I was sitting, sir, just below me there was a snake.
Okay. Just get away from there.
Good. Good. Sakti bana कर रहा है अब.
Prakash,
Yes, sir.
now where are you?
Sir, just above that point.
Just go away from there. If the snake is there.
Okay, sir. Is there, sir? Round shape. Coil. He has made a coil, sir, by his body.
I think it's Gurbe. So Prakash,
Yes, sir.
go away from there, actually.
Okay, sir. ये केटा हुँदैन होला नि फेरि So now I'm fine, sir.
No, it's fine. Okay. Now, we have a box, or let's say we have that same area kind of thing. Two, three. I think everyone can see this, no?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, let's say this. Okay. On top of that, let's say we have some region like this. Clear? Whose area is given by what? Delta A. Is it clear? Which includes, let's say, m number of this small areas. Is this point clear? In the previous rectangle,
Yes,
we
sir.
considered a small region, clear, which is
Yes,
given
sir.
by delta A, which encloses m number of such identical small boxes or small squares. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So the area of this will be given by what? So the total area of this will be given by, as it is enclosing m number of small area of area delta sigma. So will it be this?
Yes, sir.
Is this one clear? I can explain it again.
Sir, once more.
Okay. Let's do it like this. We have considered some area. Keeping one number. This the area of each side will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, 1 meter square or something. And we considered a certain region. Let's say this one, which encloses this two. Okay. Now what will be the area of this enclosure? Will it be 1 plus 1?
Yes, sir.
Or can I write this by how many number of boxes is it covering?
2.
Is covering 2 number of boxes. So we can put it will cover 2 number of boxes times area of 1 box. Is it coming out same? Number of boxes are 2 and the area of 1 box is 1. That is how we are doing. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Now if we move the same thing over here, this is M is number of small boxes. Number of small boxes. And this one is what? Area of 1 small box. Now is it point clear? So can we write the area of that whole enclosure like that?
Yes, sir.
I think now this must be clear, no? Sumiran, is it clear? Where is Sumiran? Sumiran?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. So what does this do is, this helps us to write probability in terms of area. Clear?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So the probability that the particle will end up in delta A is probability that the particle will enter delta A is how much? How much? Will it be M times the probability of being in one of the box, PA?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And this must be clear, no? So M, which is basically given by what? M into delta sigma divided by n times of delta. I'm just adding and dividing this sigma, okay? This is basically M by n. Previously you got this, no? Probability of being in one of the boxes, how much? 1 by n, no? Because for there was
Yes,
n
sir.
number of particles. So it will be basically M by n, which we can write as what? This is delta V, okay? This is delta V, sorry. This is delta A, sorry. Delta A, no? This one should be delta A, no? This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if we multiply both sides by delta sigma, what it will be? This is the area of small, which is given by delta A. And this is your total area, which is given by A. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Or should I explain it one more time? Prakash, Sumiran, should I explain it one more time? This one
Clear, sir.
is given by delta A. As there are n number of such boxes, just like over here, instead of n number, how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. If you multiply 4 times of y, it will give you total area, no? So similarly,
Yes,
n
sir.
times of this will give you a total area. Clear?
Yeah.
Now, if we extend the same idea to volume also, I think it will be
Yes,
same
sir.
thing. Okay. Probability of particle being in certain volume is given by delta V by total volume.
Total volume.
Is it clear now till here?
Yes, sir.
Now, finally, we are going to do one more thing,
Yes,
which
sir.
is here what? Basically, your mutually exclusive events no, are given by this kind of Venn diagram. Clear?
Yes, sir.
They can either exist over here or here. So leave it. Basically, if it's either, what you will do? Either or, at least if you get this kind of question, you will just add all the probability. Clear?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now let's consider the event which are not mutually exclusive. Can you give me a one example of not mutually exclusive?
Mm,
If you have an overlapping kind of event, if you have box which has what?
not
Overlapping. This with the volume V1, this will be volume V2, V12. There is an overlapping region over here. Can you see? Over here. There is some overlapping region.
Yes, sir.
So this will be shared by both. So these are not mutually,
exclusive.
so these are not mutually exclusive. If the particle enter here, then these are not mutually exclusive because they are intersecting. Clear?
Yes, sir. Overlapping. Yes, sir.
So the total probability is given by what? The total volume is given by what? In data, total volume will be given by what? What will be the total volume? Total volume. Volume of 1 plus volume of 2
Volume of 2 plus. Yes, sir.
minus, but there you have added it 2 times.
Overlapping.
B1, yes, sir.
B12.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
This
sir.
is your total volume. So the probability of the molecule being in Vt is what?
B1 plus B2 minus B12.
Okay. So the probability of particle being in Vt is given by this. So the probability of particle being in this region is what? V1 plus V2 minus V12 divided by total volume. Is this point
Yes, sir.
clear?
Yes, sir.
As you know, the total volume previously, what was the total volume?
B1 plus B2 minus
This is the total
B12.
volume, no? Because it's inside the box, no? The total volume is what? Total volume is V, and the reason you are considering is this. Vt basically means this whole region, okay? This region, which is sitting
Yes,
over
sir.
here.
Yes, sir.
Indira, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So that is given by this. So this will be how much you get? V1 by V plus V2 by V minus V12 by V. So basically it will be what? This will be probability of being in volume
B1 by B2.
plus probability of being in volume V2 minus probability of being in V12.
B1 2.
So the probability of being in at least one, okay? Inside that whole volume is given by this. The probability of being inside that Vt is given by this. Now, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think it must be clear, no?
Yes, sir.
And one is, this is the last topic which we will touch up, okay?
Yes, sir.
One more, I mean to say.
For today, sir.
Corollary. It's simple. Corollary. Corollary basically means
Corollary.
this is your NOT gate. Yeah. Do you know what does the NOT gate does?
Inverse, sir.
Okay, it's not inverse. Suppose if PA is the what? Probability of event A to occur. Event A to occur. So the probability of A not to occur is PA complement. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Of not to occur.
Okay, sir. Corollary.
Is equals to 1. Clear? It's just like a NOT gate, it will just invert. Clear? If you have a probability, let's say if it is 1, then it will be what? 0. That is a NOT gate, no? If you have input 0, what will NOT gate give you? 1. If it's 1, it will give you what? 0.
0.
If you add both of this, how much it will be?
1.
1. I am doing the same thing over here, okay?
Yes, sir.
This is event A. Event A not to occur.
Okay.
Clear? If you add this two, then always it will be 1, no? Because definitely either
Yes, sir.
event has occurred, it will be 1. If it has not occurred, it will be 1. Clear? Is it clear? So the probability of A is given by what? 1 minus probability of A complement. This is called
Yes,
corollary.
okay, sir.
So done. So today what did we do?
The mutual exclusive events.
Okay, mutually exclusive events. So wait, I'll take the attendance now.